Hello everyone, myself Kashish Salwani and I welcome you back to my channel Simplifying Business Studies. So this is session number 2 of chapter 2 of class 11th Forms of Business Organizations. In this session, you will understand the meaning of sole proprietorship once again, and also you will understand the features of this form of business. So let us quickly start our session. So this is sole proprietor, which is the very basic, very first form of the business organizations. It is one of the non-corporate forms of business organizations. Let's understand its meaning. So as we have already done this topic in the previous video, we understood that it is the one-man business where an individual completely takes care of his business. He is the one who takes care of the investment of the business, who bears all the risk, and ultimately he's the one who enjoys all the advantages of the business. He individually manages his business by himself. That is why this person is called individual proprietor or sole proprietor, and the form of this business is called sole proprietorship or individual proprietorship. Let us understand its features. So the very first feature of sole proprietorship is formation and closure. So definitely, because this is the very first and very basic form of business, there is no formality or no complication in the formation of this business involved. So there are no legal formalities required to this form of business, and also to close this form of business is absolutely problem free. There is no separate law governing this form of business. Only in some cases you might need a license, but otherwise there is no formality in forming or closing this form of business. So ultimately, this is the simplest form of business. Second feature of sole proprietor is unlimited liability. You have already understood the meaning of word liability. So liability is the obligation of a person to pay his debts. His debts means his business debts. Why a person's debts and the business debts are just one and the same? Because this is one feature of business, sole proprietor business, where a business and the owner of the business are no separate entities. This is something which you have already done in your accountancy lessons also. So unlimited liability, what does this mean? In sole proprietorship firm, the proprietor is personally liable for all the debts of his business in case the business suffers any losses, and if this business assets are not sufficient to meet the liabilities of the business, then proprietor himself has to sell his own personal property also to pay the debts of the business. So this is a very strong feature of this business, that even the personal property are held liable to meet the liabilities of the firm. This is because we consider business and the owner of the business as one entity. They are no separate entities. All right. Third feature of sole proprietorship is sole risk bearer and profit recipient. So, individually, this is the person who bears all the risk of the business. And definitely because he is the one who bears all the risk, so he is the one who enjoys all the benefits of this business also. So here there is one person who manages his business, who starts his business, who takes care of his business. He is the one who bears all the risk. So that is why the entire profit of the business will be enjoyed by him. All right. Next feature is control. So complete control of business is held with proprietor himself. That means the proprietor is the sole owner of the firm, and he has the whole control of his business on him. So he's the one who takes all the decisions, and he's the one who like implement those decisions. So the ownership and the management lies in the hands of this one person only. Some persons or managers may be employed in the business to help the owner, but ultimately the control lies in the hands of this sole trader. Next point is no separate entity for the business from his businessman. This is something I have already explained a bit. So the sole proprietorship has no legal entity separate from that of his owner. So law makes no difference between the owner and his enterprise. So if enterprise commits any losses, so they are always on the owner. And similarly, the enterprise, if it is earning well, it is all the efforts of the businessman. So law makes absolutely no difference between the owner and the enterprise. So business and the owner are just one and the same thing. They exist together, they vanish together. Next point is lack of continuity. So this is again one feature of sole proprietorship. It says that because business and the owner, they are just one and the same entity. So if the owner dies, or if the owner becomes insolvent, or if he's not capable of continuing the business will end. It will have direct impact on the business and definitely adverse effect on the business. So business will also end. Let us see what is there on the screen. Since the business and owner are one and they are same entity, his death, insanity, etc. will affect the existence of the business also. Small scale. So because there is one person and he works according to his own capacity, he brings in his own capital or whatever he can arrange using loans or financial institutions. He can work with limited capital, with limited managerial capacity. So definitely this business tends to be a small scale business. It operates on small scale due to limited capital and managerial efficiency. So all the funds, because they are arranged by one person, and the total management, the control lies with one person. So how much funds a sole trader can arrange will be the final capital of the business. So definitely the scale of operation is also limited. So children, we have reached the end of this session. I hope you all understood the topics well. If you have any doubts, you can always write it in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very nice day ahead.